This conference will now be recorded.
Hi all, welcome to the session. I'm waiting for the presenter here. Give me a minute. Please let me know once you can see my screen.
Visible.
Yep, that's great. Well, let me open the syllabus. We are done with the table, so I want to see what we can discuss next. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. It's clear. So see here, we have done with the introduction to ERP and Dynamics 6 versions, on-premise cloud, introduction to Azure. I don't remember whether I explained creating users or not, so I will tell you back again. Introduction to LCS, downloading and setting up VM, architecture, models and packages. Next, we came to the data model, and then we have discussed primitive, extended, basin emulations, tables, relations, delete actions, methods. Okay, we are done up to here. Okay, so next, I want to stop here for a while, and then I want to start with the X++ programming language. So once we are done with this programming language, now we'll come back. But here, for the tables, I showed you how to work with table extensions, how to work with chain of command, how to work with events, how to work with event handlers, and each and everything about tables we have seen. Okay. If you have any queries, I did not receive any pings on WhatsApp, so I don't know whether you are practicing or not. If you are not, please practice. Okay.
I have one query.
Go ahead.
Uh, is there any exact scenario or best practice rule when we should use chain of command or when we should use that event handler?
See
Because
here.
I find all similar.
No, they are not similar. Okay, I will tell you. And already I told you as well. Okay, the first preference should be given to the chain of command, and chain of command can be used only with public and protected methods. Okay,
Okay.
for private methods you can't use chain of command. And in few cases, you will find that using chain of command is not possible, because few places they will explicitly, they don't want us to use chain of command, so they will set the wrappable to false. So we
Okay.
can't use chain of command even on public or protected in that case. At that case, we will go and find the event. If the event is available, then we will use event. And event is not available, we will go for event handlers. Okay?
Okay.
In few cases, they don't want to use extensions at all. At that time, they will set hookable to false, wrappable to false. At that time, your only resort is events. If they are not available, you can't extend that. Okay? Please remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
And
Now
one more
let's.
thing, Kumar, can I ask one question?
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
the CDS has to be changed as data reverse or name.
Data,
Only
not
the
data
name.
reverse, it's data verse.
Yeah, data verse. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, only name change or functionality wise also they will change anything.
There will be here and there small changes here. Okay.
Okay.
There will be
Yeah.
small changes here and there. Not big, I can say. Okay.
Okay.
Because what they want to do is they want to get data entities into such a way that each and everywhere they want to implement only data entities. They want to get rid of these custom services. Okay, frankly speaking.
Okay.
Because when you are working with a custom service, they are simpler and you can use it. But actually, they want to use the entity framework everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, which is why they are
Yeah.
coming with the Dataverse. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Thank
there
you.
are a lot of places where the customers need to modify, and there are a lot of places where people needs it. Okay, because all the time you can't go only with the data entities. That depends on again people. Okay, seems like that, but we can't say what will happen and when. Okay, because there are a lot of changes coming in Dynamics 365, so we don't know. Because as I can see, that's how it's look like. They want to use only data entities everywhere, which is why they are coming up with the data words. Okay, and there were some new features in the latest version called dual write. Okay, dual write feature, and a lot of things are coming up. We need to see. We need to wait. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Now let me create a new class and let me call it as a job. Okay. Up to now we have seen. So I want to create a job. So I want to call it as ICI data types. Okay. I want to start with the data types to make it a simpler. Click on the add button. And now you can see here. So what are the different data types that are available in Dynamics 6? Okay. One is Boolean. Oh, this is the enumerated data type, and it can hold two values, either true or false. The default value is false. The second one is date. Date is used to hold the value of a date. We have a function called system date get, which will get the current system date. Okay, and then we have something called date time. Oh, it's not date time. It's UTC date time, and then date time value equal to, we have a util called datetime util. It will contain all the utilities related to date time, and here you can use system date time, or let me say get system date time. This will get the system date time. Okay, and then we have something called GUID. I told you about the global unique identifier. This is the global unique identifier. Okay, this is the global unique identifier. Okay, this is the global unique identifier. Done. And then we have integer int, and then you can say integer value equal to, it will be negative to positive. I'm giving minus 3 4 5 6 7 8. And similarly we have a value called int 64, which is a 64-bit integer. Okay, which is a 64-bit integer. It will hold very big value. Okay, and then boolean date, UTC date time, GUID, int 64, and after this int 64 we have one more thing called string. We are going to use str and string value equal to, I can say hello, and then this is the string value. What else are the types that we have? Oh, there is one more type, real. Okay, real real value. I will call it as real value equal to 3.14. If you have any decimal point values, we will use real. But frankly speaking, this should be the first time and this should be the last time to use these primitive data types. Please remember this. This is very, very important. Okay, this should be the first time and this should be the last time for you to use primitive data types. Why? Whenever you are working with the data, the first thing that you need to remember is you need to use only extended data types. What you need to use? You need to use only extended data types. Okay, why only extended data types? This is a big question. Okay, but I will answer in a short form. So see here, now let's say I have a table called address. In that address I have a table called city. Okay, I have a table called address. In this I have a field called city. What is the size of city here? 60 characters. Okay, now if I use str to get the city, str city equal to, what I can do? I can say I can type more than 60 characters here and city is going to hold it. So what will happen? If I try to insert the city into the table field, what will happen? The value will be truncated to 60 characters. We don't want that to happen. So what I need to do? Instead of using strct, I need to use ICI city. This is how I need to use. So here what will happen? It will hold only 60 characters, not more than that. Please remember, whenever you are working, you need to use extended data types. Okay, you need to use extended data types and not the primitive data types. Okay, using primitive data types is dangerous in few scenarios. Okay, ICI generic amount, for example. Okay, what is that? ICI amount, and then I can say here this is the real value 3.14. So what makes the difference between both of them? The precision. By default, the real value will take only 2 digits as the precision. Okay, it will have and there, but it is not going to use them. Whereas if you use ICI amount, it will calculate on the basis of precision that you have given. That's the difference. Like this, going further, you need to use only extended data types and not the primitive data types. Please remember. Okay, please remember. Next, let me reset some value to city as well, equal to, I will say Hyderabad. The next one, this is date, amount, this is good. Now along with this, we have one more type called var. Okay, one more type called var. Var means variable type. Okay, let me var, I will say var value equal to, I am using high as the value for this, and then I will try to update var value equal to 1 2 3 4. Save. Okay, I have saved it. Okay, next, similarly what I will do is I will use one more thing called any type, any, oh, what is this? This is, there is one error here. A local variable. Okay, it's saying date value is already there. Okay, I will set date value, real value, save. Okay, done. Any value equal to, I will take bool value at the beginning, and then I am going to take the same any value here. Okay, and I will use GUID value here. Here also let me add this GUID value, and then I will take int 64 value, any val equal to int 64 val, and then I will also take date time, any value equal to date time value. Done. Save. Okay, now it got saved. Good. Okay, now let me do one thing here. Let me set this as a startup object and find the difference. Okay, I will set a breakpoint here. If you want to debug this, you need to set this as the startup object and then do a build. Let me do a rebuild. Oh, going further, I can remove sync. I forgot this. Okay, let me remove sync. Let's wait for a minute here. Okay, waiting for the build to complete. Let's wait for a minute.
And one more thing, Kumar.
Go
Hello.
ahead.
Yeah, I want to one thing you need to explain in the like customized manner only. Like unit of conversation for retailer, distributor, and wholesaler, and after that consumer. I need to price should be same. So it can be possible. I need to only the price change should be possible.
Can you repeat again
The
because it broke in between?
unit of conversations is there, right? When we have
Yeah,
to do
unit of
the,
conversion is there.
but each and every wise means wholesaler, retailer, distributor.
Mhm.
I want
Mhm.
different prices. Only
Okay.
price.
Yeah, it will be there. You can do that.
But line discount and multi-line discount is there, but I want some option should be we need to add.
You can
The
do that. Okay.
critical item, non-critical item should be there in that.
You can do that. For critical item and non-critical item, already I showed you how to do that. I think in the past previous batch.
Okay. Can you explain me like this? If it is possible for you.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but somebody doesn't know that. That's the reason. Because most of the implementation runs, they will ask like this kind of things. So that's the reason I'm asking.
Okay. Seems like build got completed successfully. Now let me add a breakpoint here and then let me run. Okay, you can see here, and then let me press F10. It will take us to the next step, date value. Now all these values you can see in autos. 1 second, let it load. It's loading yet. Let's wait for a minute. Sorry, locals. Okay, now you can see each and every value are set. Now if you see here, there is something called type. Okay, now you can see coming to the var value, it has taken string as the type. Any value, it has taken object as the type. Okay, now if I press F10, you can see here now var value. Oh, gedit is throwing error here. Okay, gedit is throwing error because var value is assigned when you are doing the assignment, but it took the GUID value because it has not thrown any error. But now let me do one small change for this var value. Let me make it var value equal to 1 2 3, and this one I will say var value equal to string value. Save. Okay, now you can see here it is throwing the error. It is saying that cannot implicitly convert from type str to type int. So when you save the code, var will check because var is a strict type here. What it will do is whatever the value it is assigned, it is going to take that particular type. Whereas coming to the any type, it's not like that. Any type is an object. So what it will do? It is going to take the data of any type. It is going to take the data of any type. Please remember, this is the difference between var and any type. Var and any type. Please remember, this is the difference. Okay, now let it run again back. It has hit the breakpoint now. Now let me press F5. Now you can see here real value, date value. Okay, it has taken the decimal when it goes to the system. Whereas what AX kernel does is AX kernel is going to take care of the conversions here. Please remember. Okay. Now var value is good. Any type. I told you any type is going to take object. If I assign boolean, it will take object of bool. If I assign GUID, it will take of GUID. It will take in 64 or long. It will take date time. Okay. This is how it is going to use the types. Please remember, this is the difference between any type and var. Okay. Any type and var. Okay. Hey, I have some urgent call to attend here. So let's do one thing. We'll break at primitive types here, and then we will continue with the constants tomorrow. Okay. We will continue with the constants tomorrow. Now it's your time. Please let me know if you have any questions.
No, thank you.
Okay. Thanks all for the session. Let's meet again tomorrow, same time. Thank you all. Bye.